Everyone knows that ranking first on Google will bring you more money to your business. That's why every business, including your business, has to optimize the SEO of the website. But you need a way to know if you're making any progress and to track your progress over time. Tools like Ahrefs charge over $100 a month just to monitor your rankings and performance. And honestly, that's a lot for something this simple. So instead, we build our own SEO tracker using n8n. Anyone can set this up without knowing how to code. Let me show you how. Simply what we're doing is using Google to search up keywords, then see where our website ranks. So for this search phrase, we rank about over here. The higher we go, the more clients we're gonna get. And we want a way to track this for a lot of keywords. You can change the SEO tracker to track anything you want. These are the keywords that we want to track. This is the domain that we want to find. We want to know how we rank on United States, on device desktop, and in the language English. At depth, we're going to specify how many results we want to scrape for these keywords. Now, I can add as many keywords as I want here. The tracker is still going to work. To do this automatically, I'm going to be using this n8n workflow. This runs on a scheduled trigger. That means it's going to run every day or every week. You can specify this to whatever you want. The tracker is going to go through search results on Google, then it's going to output an Excel sheet. This Excel sheet is basically the history of the scraper. It's running on the keywords we want to track, it's finding HasData, and it's finding the position. If it's empty, that means it didn't find it within the top 30 results. And we also get the top 1 domain, top 2 domain, and top 3 domain. Now, we also want to be notified for any big changes. So if a position of a certain keywords drop by 5, we're going to get an alert over Slack. And we also have an Excel dashboard to make this easier to read. We can see the current position, the last position, and how much it changed. And we also get a nice graph to understand easily how the positions evolve. We've made this workflow completely public. Anyone can use it for any domain and keywords they want. I'm going to show you how to load it and how to set it up. At the description, you're going to find a GitHub gist link. Click on the link, click on this button raw, select all of this, Ctrl+C, back to n8n. I'm going to go over to dashboard and create a new workflow. Now just hit Ctrl+V and it appears over here. There's a few things we have to set up before we can run this. We have to connect the workflow with Google Sheets and we have to connect the workflow with Slack. Click a Google Sheets node, create a new credential, then you're going to sign in with Google. Same thing over with Slack. Double click it, create a new credential, sign in with Slack. The account that you use to sign into, that is the same account that the workflow is going to use to send you alerts. You'll notice here there's two separate workflows. One on the top and one on the bottom. This one will create a new Google Sheets file and save the configuration. First, you have to run this to create a new file. Then you're gonna use this to update the file. So if I click execute workflow, I can choose a name for the new Google Sheets file. I'm just calling it HasData test SEO. And we need the Slack user ID. This is the user that we're gonna be sending messages to. So I want to send messages to myself. I'm gonna click on these 3 dots, then click copy member ID. Then just paste it over here. Now I can just click submit and the workflow has made a new Google Sheets file. Notice here at the bottom we get a couple of sheets. First one is keywords we want to track, ranking logs, dashboard, and setup. We really only care about these 3 over here. At the keywords, you're going to specify what keywords and what domain you want to track. For the sake of this example, I'm only going to be tracking 3 keywords to find HasData. But you can add as many keywords as you want. Ahrefs will charge you over $100 just to track 750 keywords per week. But with this setup, $100 lets you track 23,000 keywords per week, which is way cheaper than what Ahrefs is offering. Feel free to fill this out with as many keywords as you want. Now we're almost ready to run this workflow. We just need one last thing. n8n doesn't have direct access to Google, so to bridge the gap, we're going to be using HasData API. This will allow us to Google things within n8n. And to use HasData, you need an API key. Let me show you how to get it. If you click the first link in the description, you can get a free trial. No credit card needed. It's completely free to sign up. If you didn't like it, you didn't put any money to it, so you have nothing to lose. Now, after your sign up, go to API keys, hover the default key, then click to copy. Back to the workflow, find the HasData node, double click it, go over to credentials, make a new credential, paste your API key in, then hit save. Now we are ready to run the workflow. Double click on schedule trigger, and here you're going to change how often you want the workflow to run. You can set it every day, every week, every hour, whatever works best with you. So right now I'm gonna set it to every day. I'm gonna close this out and this is saved. Also, one thing about n8n is that this thing will not automatically run if the workflow is private. So before we run it, we have to publish it. Just write any version name you want, then hit publish. Click on this, make sure it's from schedule trigger, Then click Execute Workflow. It's gonna take a bit to finish, but when it's done, I'm gonna show you the results. Okay, so the workflow is finished and every information will be saved in the Google Sheets file. So we can check on the history of what the scraper did, and we can see that it actually worked. For the first keyword, you can see that he found it on position number 9. The second, he found it at the position 17. And the third, he didn't find it at all. And that's why we see it empty. This thing is comparing the current run and the previous run to check if it dropped by 5 or if it fell out of top 20. Since we don't have a previous run to compare it to, all of these are set to false. And at the dashboard, we just get a simple overview of what's going on. I also mentioned that we're going to get a Slack notification for each run. When the workflow gets finished, we're going to get a summary report of what happened. So we track 3 keywords. Average position is 8.7, not ranked 1. That means it didn't find 1. Nothing failed. That means the workflow executed successfully. No one dropped by 5 and no one fell out of the top 20. To show you how the comparison works, I'm not actually going to wait a day, but I'm going to execute it again. Okay, so I executed it about 5, maybe 6 times, and you can see that we have a lot more logs. At ranking logs, we see a history of what happened. At dashboard, we get an easier way to read this information. This graph is telling us how each keyword position is evolving over time. Now, if you want the graph to appear for every keywords, just click on this, then just drag this out. And then it works. Now, I ran the workflow 5 times, and if I check Slack, we're gonna get a lot more summaries. We're gonna get a summary for each run, and we also get special notifications like these two. This one will alert us if there's any dramatic change. So if the keyword dropped by 5, we're gonna get an alert. And this one will alert us if the keyword fell out of top 20. Now you can just leave the workflow running forever, and every time it's going to update the Google Sheets file with the new results, and it's going to alert you over Slack. I'm gonna spend some time explaining how the workflow works in case you want to change anything. The first workflow is responsible for making the Google Sheets file. So we read the input that you gave on the form submit, we create a new spreadsheet, and this will just append the words on the first row. So these words over here, these words over here, and these words over here, and these words over here. You get the point. The schedule trigger is going to run every time with the interval you specified. It's going to read the settings and load the config. This node will read the rankings log over here, and this node will read the keywords you want to scrape. Now we're gonna make some search queries with this node, and we're gonna loop over them. So we're gonna be looking for the first page, the second page, third page, and so on. This depends on the depth you gave for each keyword. And this thing is just checking if the Google search is empty. If it is, no need to check anymore. We're going to prepare the results before we send a Slack notification and before we save the results to the Google Sheets file. Over here is the if statement checking if it dropped by 5 and if it fell out of top 20. If it did, we're gonna get an alert on Slack. Now, when the tracker is finished, we're gonna get a summary of the results over Slack. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or need any help, please leave a comment. I promise we will help you. Hit subscribe, then YouTube will show more videos from us to help you grow your business. Thank you for watching. Take care.